And ra Ofori Atta ready budget our parliament. Na me hu ne say aside budget na wokoko ready na ade ba kwa air trend pa bag wokita ya wodiko ready budget no. And so what we are going to do here is we are just going to read comments Ghana for Ediaba Efa bag no. Now I have spoken about things like this before. Personally, Makasa about Inyamba BC that now I think we will still have to do that. Now any inti bag na wokita no any they be our ya no kita bag inti budget na woko reading no bag na what they call no any. Now bag no a designer bag a friend no Beluti na bag ne price a $4,233 dollars. Now so $4,233 no o convert ya ba Ghana skemwa get it close to 50,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah convert ya ko old currency 500 million. Okay, now this is my thought. Before I read the comments, this is my thoughts on this. Ofori Atta is, aside becoming the finance minister, Ofori Atta lived a luxurious life. And this is what I want to tell people. He has successfully, for someone who successfully ran one answer now or position, he was running arguably the biggest investment bank in Ghana in the name of Data Bank. Aside that, one of the biggest insurance companies, Enterprise, Ofori Atta na no run. Enya politics Ofori Atta can afford this bag. Say enya politics Ofori Atta, he can afford this bag. A $5,000 bag for someone like him, his caliber and bra wabo. Say enya politics pandia, Ofori Atta obviously can afford this bag. But I personally believe say we have gotten somewhere in this country where politicians need to make a statement with their accessories. Okay? Omaya yewomu yo maybe we are suffering. Yeah, bre. And so I feel say even if you can afford some things and you are in power, and especially obi to say Ofori Atta and awode yen akwakwahye sa obrani mu no, even if you can afford the thing, any kwan say usho no, because you see it takes enona ende ama semira ba omi amo ni we ni na ende semira ba omi akọ eyi asekra na or the bag no etete semira ba omi akọ eyi ase a first no show the bag ohun ze Ghana for ase say omo kan the bag ne the price one say do ko eyi ase no entoma na or the akata bag ne ho on be say nkrofo be hu bag no. And so this is what I will say. Ghana for bread. O bag now no. No problem. Ko opposition now get our bag and now we are. Because Ofori Atta, this is the last budget reading. That's what I'm hearing. This is maybe the last but one budget reading Ofori Atta is going to read. Even if say MPP break the 8, which we are all praying they don't. Even if they break the 8 krana. Yes, I'm saying we are all praying they don't, because I've told you I'm not going to vote for MPP. Mean that out. I'm not sure say Baumia Sebe will go and take Ofori Atta as the finance minister. I'm not sure Baumia will do that. I personally believe say this is not the time for you to be showcasing your wealth, because as a finance minister, you have driven this country into a ditch. You don't do this in our face. And so even though I personally believe that Ofori Atta can afford a bag like this, even though I personally believe he can, this is not the time for him to be showing things like this. Because indirectly, you are insulting the intelligence of Ghanaians. You are insulting the hardship you've put Ghanaians through. Personally, that's what I think. You can read the comments near here, the Ghana Foka. Obi say, agenda anti, you people want to make this news. Momfa saa ohia nsɛm no enko. Nti we o ye MPP ni a wokasa. Minim so ye MPP ni pa minim no social media nta na mekasa. Ose somebody's life changing money on a single bag. Obi asemo kan no. Obi say most gangster shit you ever gonna see. Obi nso say money in the bag. Obi say can he afford? Obi sa. I say ha you go explain tire. Obi nso say but you cry we be jobless safe. You can buy. So how much more a whole finance minister? Be serious, bro. I say but he wasn't poor before he was appointed. I say what's so special about this? Just because he's a finance minister? See how you people they trend this. Besides, can't he buy it with his own money? I say a whole data bank owner can't afford. Them they still we. But this one dear over the bar into be some more canon. I say this is the box used by those we copying. We have no shame. I say the point is spending that huge amount on a bag, whilst a 50 cedis can buy a bag of same caliber, and the rest of the money can help you lot in the comment section trying to still defend him. And moi, there is a book. Let me show you something. There is a book, and I'll encourage everyone to go read it. The title of the book is The Psychology of Money. Okay, there is a book. The title of the book is The Psychology of Money. Now, Nipakro friend Morgan Housel, one of the very good personal finance books I've read. Now, book nini, okay, book no rule number 1, and it said no one is crazy. No one is crazy. Now, say no one is crazy, no, very simple. And it says se ukoto se obi ato adie na aboden a me hu ni se nipa kro no wabodam. And currently there is also another book I am reading, and the title of the book is I'll Teach You How to Be Rich. I'll teach you how to be nipa kro or try a friend Ramit Sethi. I will teach you how to be rich. Ramit Sethi. I don't know true book no. Now, it's also one of the very, so far, me to me, I can say it is the best personal finance book I have read. Now, sa book yi, ono so ne nsemo a woka, and say especially sika force no, unhu ne say omo akwakoto bibia ne boarding a. Men dwen enhu ne say ade na a womo akwakoto a ne boarding no. Sebi abo omo ka, because the book talks about bibia a friend of conscious spending. Into the background every month onye sika odibi to every month onye sika de obeye bibia na oye to na ode kakra to ho se o me de to ho meye we nti no edura na wa fa sika ni ada akoto sa bag no ana bibia wo pe ebe ya o se ni sika sa ensan o save ye so ode koto nti for mo a wo mo ka se ya ni ene na nka sika no na ko betumi a cheche ama nkrofo na nyama no isi sa ade no me nka sa na no enya ni sika no de koto na de no mo nto ade ebe jojo na kuma. You see, that's why I keep saying things like this. Personally, I don't like going into it, but my advice, Medema politicians, no, we are in times where you have led us into economic difficulty. So even if yenim say sika na betumi dia tokrana, at least be a little bit sensitive. Okay, you are not going to be in power forever. Aka 1 year pay. After that 1 year, you go back to your luxurious life, and there's nothing wrong with that. Personally, that's what I think. But say ni ba kone di ono ani sika a wa bre ni moje ni se wo de to ade na wo beti na ho wo beti na echi aye ho calculation se sika yi or the say na ekoto or the say na ekoto ene da masa sa level ni bi de media ya na sa de na emi pa. So you expect him to walk around with his documents in Jude's bag? What is 40,000 cedis to a former CEO of bank? He could have still afforded this bag even if he wasn't finance minister. This agenda no go agenda. Exactly. Obviously, just a bag. So what? So what? Was he not working before he became finance minister? And all that. Obviously, this is what Ghanaians want to see. He be old, no be today them buy him. The original Lancashire Day, this big bull. His shelters is 500 million. Even if you blah blah blah. I mean, that is that. I don't know what you think, but I've told you my thoughts. Montreal, your comment box, me that's it.